I'm Sherry. I'm the PR manager at Ocean Wing. Here's Max.
Hi guys, I'm Max from Business Development.
We're at the Bellevue downtown at the Ocean Wing office.
Ocean Wing is Anchor's new full-service agency for improving your seller rank on Amazon.
So where are we here today?
Well, right now we're about 100 days out from Black Friday, Cyber Monday. For a lot of businesses and categories, that stretch of holiday will make or break your entire year. So you have to get it right. And there's a lot of planning and preparation you need to do ahead of time. Some of the things I think we really need to talk about today are inventory, advertising, positioning, and a few other items.
So is there any issues people need to pay attention to?
The most important issues people need to be mindful on are demand forecasting. You're gonna get a surge in volume, and going out of stock, particularly if there's long lead times during holiday, is very damaging. Not only do you lose sales, but you drop off the bestseller page, and then your competitors get your traffic. The second thing we want to talk about is advertising. Advertising needs to have a lot of preparation ahead of time so that when the season hits, you can be really reactive. If competitors go out of stock or if trends change, you need to be able to react and respond to that by adjusting your advertising dollar to take advantage of the opportunities. And the third thing is deals. Deals are super important during the holiday session. You need to lock a lot of those in with Amazon ahead of time. So we need to have a really thorough deal calendar.
Okay. So I think that might be easier to do a timeline. So shall we talk about it month by month?
Sure. Before Q4 starts, there's 4 points I want to introduce. Inventory forecasting, fulfillment, deal planning, and having a backup plan. It's really important to forecast your inventory now. If you're bringing in product from overseas, know that during the holiday season, you might expect 30 to 60 days to get a boat in, and even air freight, 10 to 14 days. So you need to always have enough on hand to sell during that period. As well as looking at seasonal data, if you were sold last year, you also need to add additional buffer so that you don't go out of stock. The second thing I wanted to say is have a backup plan for that fulfillment. Just because you have a way to get it overseas or to a warehouse or to FBA, know that some of those carriers might get overwhelmed and shut down. So you should have a short list with some backup carriers and fulfillment options. The third thing I wanted to talk about is getting your deals submitted and deal review. Amazon changes the guidelines and the calendar for submitting deals all the time. So we're talking about deals of the day, lightning reviews, Black Friday deals. These are really powerful tools for your business, and submit early, like months early. If you wait till the deadline, you probably won't have a lot of success. The last thing I want to talk about is having a plan B. You may find, for example, you wanted to target 5 lightning deals during a certain timeline. Well, Amazon may only approve of 2 of them or give you strange middle of the night hours that aren't good. You should have an entire plan B where you could offer to throw that out and be prepared to retreat from your first plan and go to plan B. Be prepared to not get what you want at first.
Okay, for October, what we should do?
So when October comes, it's Q4 now. Holiday season is fast approaching. We have 5 tips. You gotta optimize your listings. You gotta update your brand page. You gotta continue to monitor your inventory, and you also need to lock in your DSP and your offsite ads budget. You gotta optimize your key listings because there's gonna be a lot of traffic on Amazon, and the higher you go up the ranks, the better your product's gonna perform. Also, really double check everything, because sometimes, like Prime Day, but Black Friday, Amazon could change little listing rules or regulations. You gotta make sure you're compliant, and also just double check for any mistakes, typos, errors, or glitches, because the traffic will be so big, any mistakes will be sorely felt.
So how about the brand page optimization?
The second thing you got to do is you got to update and optimize your brand page. A lot of people think of Amazon as a product-focused marketplace, but think about all these secondary, even tertiary pages during these busy holidays get a lot of traffic. There's a big flurry of clicks, so if just a couple % of the people viewing your products or category might click your brand page to learn more, and you're gonna get a lot of visitors there. So what do we recommend there? I mean, not only should you highlight your best sellers and give people a reason to differentiate or buy your products, but you should also create a space where you can highlight all of your deals and upcoming holiday items. So shoppers who are curious might set a reminder to go check in again, or if there's a hot deal, they might just check out then and there. Make it easy for shoppers. Well, third thing is continue to monitor your inventory and your shipments. Particularly during the month of October, you need to have steady shipments arriving into FBA so that you're full, and also the Amazon algorithm understands that you're steady and knows the flow rate.
How about the first one?
Well, then the fourth thing and the fifth thing is to be really specific with your ad budget. We're gonna say first, your DSP ad budget. So your DSP ad budget should be very detailed, down to the SKU, down to the season, category, even the hour. And during this time, you're gonna see a lot more competition, so you need to double, probably even triple your DST budget, understanding that it's gonna bring in a much higher proportion of traffic during this holiday season. So you need to be defensive and offensive. You'll see them in returns. The fifth thing is that you should also work on an off-site external traffic driver budget where you can pay a little bit or submit a post to moderation and get more external traffic. Again, there's just so many shoppers during this season. You're gonna see like bigger results from it, but it'll also be more costly than normal.
So it's gonna be the last stage. So what should you do on November and December?
November and December are here. It's go time. So we have 3 tips that we wanted to talk about. The first is to monitor your competition. The second is to monitor your own indicators. And the third is don't quit. So here's what I mean by those. So monitoring the competition. Going into the season, you're not gonna have information about your competitors' plans. But if they've been doing their homework, they have a plan too. You really need to track what the competition's doing because it could affect your plan. I mean, if they're driving after some of the same SKUs or competing SKUs as you may have to adapt. If they're getting really good traction on something, a discount or another activity in an area, don't be afraid to copy. If it works well, it can apply to you. There's another one that's actually super important, which is if your competitor sells out of stock. You have a plan to sell through your products, they have a plan, but if they go out of stock, guess what? The game changed. You can now reduce your ad spend on that product because you're winning that sale and you can reallocate your dollars somewhere else. You're always learning and you're always adapting. And so that's actually one of the second points, which is you need to monitor all your performance metrics and your indices. So they're gonna change a lot and that's gonna inform you about what people are shopping for as gifts or for themselves. Here's an example I have. With one of the clients we worked on going into the season, we actually weren't sure what was gonna perform best, so we started doing some split testing on either coupon redemption or Prime member discount. And within just a couple hours of testing, we were able to see a big gap between the two on what performed better. And so we actually decided to redivert our strategy, pick the winner and run with that. And then the last comment we had is just don't quit. I mean, you know, Black Friday, Cyber Monday happened. It's not the end of the season, it's the kickoff. But right after that, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, keep the advertising rolling. There's gonna be a lot of traffic. It might be a little cheaper in Windows and just use it to get the biggest return on your spend.
So what should people do if they want to know more?
If you want to learn more about what to do for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or the whole holiday season, please don't hesitate to get in touch with our team. You can reach out to us. We set up this agency to help all of our fellow marketplace brands, and we have a lot of great tips and tricks. We're happy to help out.
Yeah, and please remember to follow us on LinkedIn and see you.
Bye, guys.